All right. Hola, mi gente. Greetings. ¿Cómo estamos? How are we? Gracias a la misericordia de todos los Espíritus Santos y todos los Espíritus Buenos. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm Che Alexander, la negratienesazon, sprinkled with sazon apothecary and botanica. Scorpio, happy birthday. Happy new moon in your sign. Happy All Souls Day, All Saints Day, Gede season of the witch, Semaine, Halloween, all the things. And I pray that you're having a beautiful, wonderful birthday season, and happy November. It's the start of the month. Forgive me, I'm still under the weather because I am disobedient and negligent and stretched thin and overwhelmed. I am so responsible for so many things and so many people, and I have fallen into the trap of taking care of myself last. And so as you can hear, I'm not at full capacity, but I'm still here for you, here for Spirit, which is my my boss, my divine ruler. And I get in trouble if I don't show up and do these videos. Like, this is my work, dead ass. I joke. Y'all think I'm joking and I kid all the time. I have to be joyful and playful and facetious. Otherwise, I would lose my goddamn mind. And if you're ever in my lives, I talk about it all the time, how I just want to go and get a job at Walmart or Target. I don't even shop at Walmart, but at Target. And Spirit would just have me doing readings in the aisles. Like, this is really my work. So even when I want to abandon this and just go and be regular and do regular ass shit and get a job with PTO so I can take care of myself, Spirit be like, but about them readings though, but about them cards, about them forecasts and those astrological transits, about that. So here we are talking about it. So Scorpio, once again, happy your season. I pray that you are doing something phenomenal and fantastic, like something to really illuminate yourself, illuminate your life, transform the narrative that you will be telling about yourself for this next solar return. I've spoken at length about the transits in the sky and about what has already transpired in 2024, but 2025 promises to be a very super special year. There is a lot of opportunity for growth, a lot of opportunity for us to seize what belongs to us as we enter really into a new era. And so we've also spoken at length about Pluto being in Capricorn. This new moon in Scorpio is in conjunction with this anaretic degree, this 29th degree of Pluto in Capricorn opposing Mars in Cancer. And so what that has meant for us is that we're taking the final exit exam. We're taking this final exit exam in these areas of our lives where we have traditionally done things in one particular way. And, you know, Mars in Cancer is a very difficult placement. Mars is at fall in Cancer, or in fall in Cancer. And so it's not its strength. It's not at its strongest point to fight any battles. But Pluto being in its last degree in Capricorn as we enter into the age of Aquarius, Pluto into Aquarius, is asking us to give our final fight anyway, right? No matter how dogged out and tired you are, you still have to stand up and defend yourself if someone is attacking you. In the same way, no matter how exhausted you are at the end of the school year, at the end of the term, you still have to take your final, right? To prove that you were present throughout the year. And so that's what these last transits are bringing to our attention this Scorpio season, asking us, are you sure you learned the lessons? Because if you haven't, what's ahead of you is going to be so much more difficult for you to enjoy, because the abundance will come your way. I mentioned this in my overall forecast for the new moon in Scorpio, right? With pleasure comes pain. Scorpio is the sister sign to Taurus, and so that is the conversation that happens between Taurus and Scorpio. Taurus loves pleasure and the comfort of home and the things that don't challenge what makes them feel safe. We will fight, you know, we are stubborn, we are tough, we can defend ourselves if we need to, but we don't ever want to have to need to. And Scorpio is more of the combative energy in that dynamic, that family, where Scorpio is confrontational and wants to say, well, what's the problem? What did you say about my mama? What did you mean by that? And so that's the pain that is opposing Taurus's comfort, right? Taurus's pleasure. And so as we sit under the light of this new moon for the rest of this weekend, and as we ease into Gede season, we are being asked to be realistic about how we have constricted our pleasure, how we have maybe leaned into our pain, maybe teaching ourselves that karmic lessons are what we deserve, or that, you know, we had to strive and work hard to learn, to earn. We were a Pluto in Capricorn generation, especially if you are a younger Gen Xer, older, elder millennial. This was our time, right, for us to understand who we were in the world. And now, as all of that is starting to shatter and fall apart with the structures in our society, we're also looking out at ourselves personally and saying, I think I'm too tough on myself. Our generation was taught that grit was the way. Gen Z and Gen Alpha, my daughter's generation, are teaching us that ease is really the way to go. Leaning on ourselves collectively, giving out the cheat codes on social media. You don't have to struggle alone. And so at this last energetic degree of Pluto and Capricorn, all of us are looking at ourselves and saying, okay, maybe the tough way is not necessarily the way that we need to go. Maybe tough love is not what I need or what I need to dish out. And of course that looks differently depending on your chart, but that's the conversation that's being had at this time. So Scorpio, I pray that you have been looking at yourself under review with a microscopic lens, but with a tender heart, and being less opinionated about how you've been or who you've had to be, how you've shown up in the world previously. And I pray that this Scorpio season, this birthday season, this solar return for you is really about you being more gentle and more gracious with yourself as you age, as you get older, understanding that you don't necessarily need to be ready to sting or ready to attack, that you can just enjoy, knowing that you have the venom, you have the poison, you have the stinger, but leaning more into the pleasure of your sister sign, Taurus. That was a lot to say, but somebody had to hear that because that just came through me. So I've already prayed over your cards, Scorpio. Oh, wow. And they want to talk to you already. And so, Spirit, what we're really asking is, what is the overall message for the Scorpio collective who is here at this time? What do they need to know for this new moon in Scorpio energy? What needs to be highlighted? If there are any obstacles or challenges that we need to be aware of, or if there's any joy that we need to prepare ourselves for, we're looking forward to it. Scorpio, please remember, this is a collective reading, right? And so it may not all fit for you. Take the pieces that do, leave what's not. We don't need to fuss and fight. If you would like to book a private reading, all of the links to my services will be below. Y'all know how this go. I love you. Thank you for being here. Spirit, let's get to it. Okay. Give me more on, no. All right, Scorpio. So the first thing's coming out, you have the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Follow them by Justice in reverse and the Devil. Followed after that by the Ace of Cups and the Sun. And so I was tempted to pull more, and the Spirit said, no, tell the story. So initially, the first message that's coming out is that, again, this is a collective, so for who it applies to, who it resonates for. Some of you may be thinking about separation. There is a very heavy energy about walking away from, this feels like someone, but of course, use it as it applies. Could be a job, could be anything, but what I'm feeling very viscerally is a relationship. This is a conversation about divorce that you're having with yourself, with your shadow self, not necessarily with your partner. This Nine of Swords with this Knight of Pentacles is very heavy on grief and regret, like walking away from someone who previously was all that you wanted, previously showed up in all the ways that you desired. They had the things, you know, he's in reverse now, but he had coins to share with you. He had horses to give. He could pay his dowry, all the things. I'm binge watching Game of Thrones, and so My mind is kind of like in a medieval state of mind. So forgive me if I like use crazy old terms, but I'm just like, he'll pay the dowry. He has goats to give you. But it feels like this person was slow and steady, methodical in the way that they approached you. They courted you properly. They were your knight in shining armor, right? Like they had the things, they had the sauce, they had the juice. And so you feel guilty about wanting to break free from this relationship, move forward from this person, this connection. Again, this could be a job, it could be a social setting, a social group, a community, a school, anything. But the gist, the meat of the situation is that this was something that you truly desired, and what I'm also hearing is something that you truly prayed for. Spirit is, I'm just channeling, Spirit is like going through me, right? Because even in this state of anxiety and worry, like there's still a kneeling prayer stance here. And so I feel like in this energy, the anxiety is more like the conversation with God. Like, I'm so sorry that I don't want what you gave me, right? Like, I'm so, again, the crows, Game of Thrones, the ghost of these crows here. It's like there's still positive energy here. There's still light. There's still a conversation with spirit, even though all this negativity is surrounding you and your brain and creating fog and all of that. And so it feels like very much like, Scorpio, you're feeling ungrateful. You're feeling like you should want to stay here because he's a good man, Savannah. You know, the bills are paid. I don't have to worry about infidelity. But your heart is not here. Your heart is not in it. Your heart is all the way over here with this Ace of Cups and the Sun energy. See how the heart is opening here. All the way over here. After the thought, after the dismissal of the arrival of the knight in shining armor, after justice in reverse, after the devil. So this justice and devil energy here, again, with this justice in reverse, is communicated very heavily to me about divorce. I'm hearing divorce. I'm hearing, the first thing that I heard was break the chains, right? Break the chains. And so for some of you, I'm also getting that this could be connected to domestic violence or emotional abuse, financial abuse. Someone turning on you, though, because again, this Knight of Pentacles energy is in reverse. And so it's like this person presented themselves one way to you, and then behind closed doors became someone different as time progressed in your relationship. Circumstances changed, and so that made you both, you know, show up differently. You don't desire the same things. Whatever the case may be, the situation is now in reverse. And so this card being here feels like you might feel like the divorce or petitioning for divorce, asking for divorce is a travesty. It's a miscarriage of justice. Oh, I should not be doing this. This is wrong to want to walk away. But they're saying that you have to break the chains because, again, your happiness is all the way over here after you confront yourself, which is the shadow energy in the devil. Capricorn is also here. So Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Libra. You could be dealing with a Leo. Those are the major arcana energies that are showing up here in terms of zodiac. And so after this confrontation with your own devil energy, your own bad habits, nasty thoughts, then you find your freedom and your heart opens. But Scorpio, the message here is very loud for you that this is a time for you. This is a season for you. This new moon in Scorpio, this Scorpio season, your birthday season, is so important for you to be focused on your heart chakra, for you to be opening up your center to receive love, to give love and to receive love. And we know the Scorpio, you can be a little bit guarded with your heart. You're very suspicious about people's intentions. You're very, you're mysterious yourself for a lot of reasons, but you want to know the truth about someone before you surrender, which is fine. But for some of you, you have become too good at it, right? And it's becoming a hindrance. And so I feel like whoever this is resonating for, you know deep down in your heart that this relationship is not where you want to be. And again, if it applies to a job or whatever, it feels like there is a contract that has to break, though. That is the thing. It's not just you need to release, you need to let go. It's like there's a contract here. You signed paperwork. You made an oath to an authority figure. You stood under the sign of God. You said something that really drove the point home that you were connected to this person, connected to this energy. And so if you want to separate that, it has to be broken, right? So Again, this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, 10th house, North Node, Venus, Chiron, Lilith. So if you have Scorpio in any of those placements, this may apply for you, apply to you. I'm going to pull, let me say what I'm going to say. Okay. I'm going, anything else. Yes, the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor in reverse. Again, this was a person that you trusted, someone who showed up and showed out. I got riches. I got things for you. What do you need? What do you need? I got it. And now when it's time, not even time to pay up. Now it's like, I don't even care about that. I don't even care that you pay all the bills. I just don't want to be here no more with you. Excuse me. I don't even... We went on 1,000 trips. We've enjoyed so many things that people think that we should strive for, and it's just not enough anymore. It's not good enough. And if this is a job situation or from a community situation, it's like, I don't care that I'm making the most in the company. I don't care that I'm a partner in the firm. The integrity of this business has sunken. What we started out saying was our mission has changed. And you stay up at night thinking about this. And you have to let it go. But what I'm hearing is that if you are unsure about the nature of this connection, then you need to investigate it before you sever it. Because for some of you, this devil with this justice in reverse is speaking to me so loud. It's like it's yelling at me because it keeps saying break the chains. But this devil is letting me know, again, Capricorn energy here. This devil is letting me know, like, this is a real bond. This is a real karmic contract. This was decided. It's above you now, baby. It is above you. So you need to go to a solid practitioner if you are not one yourself and you don't know really what to do. You need to go and investigate. Can I do a cord cutting? Can I do an uncrossing here? Will it harm me? Will it harm the connection? What's happening here? Because you don't want to untie something before it's time, right? And you don't want to create chaos where there is none. So for some of you, it is as simple as just breaking up, walking away, blocking the person, moving on. For others, that could be dangerous for you. But I would say, Scorpio, to start to connect with your guides. Obviously, it's the season of the witch. And so to connect with your guides and connect with your dead specifically, Scorpio, they're saying you need to talk to your ancestors about this. You need to bring this to your Bovala, to your Egun shrine. You need to go to your corner and sit down and talk to your dead. Not just your Orisha or Luase or Nkisi. You need to talk to the blood of your blood and say, what the fuck? Right? Like, you brought this person into my life, this opportunity, this job, this thing, and I feel ready to release it. I want to do so safely and with your blessing. Please assure me that the lessons that needed to be learned here have been successfully achieved and accomplished, and that I can move on. Because again, this feels karmic, and if this is not done correctly, they bringing that ass right back around. Right back around. And we really glorify and romanticize karmic relationships, but their lessons are deep. And if you take your time learning them, you will get whipped again and again and again. And if you've been living this life and paying attention, you start to see the signs much quicker. I've been getting my ass whipped with karmic relationships. I have strong Saturn placements. So that's going to be my life, right? With that being said, Scorpio, you also have a lot of strong karmic relationships that are tied to you. It's just natural. You come with that because Pluto was your former ruler, right? Even your Mars influence brings combat and conflict because of the confrontational nature of your element. And so with that being said, you have to sit with your dead and you have to say, If this is karmic, I want to learn quicker so that I can move faster and move on. They will bring you the same person again and again and again in a different body with a different smile, with a similar swag in similar situations. And if you are not quick enough on your feet to know to walk away, to turn around, they're going to give you what you're asking for. And I feel like for some of you, this is a karmic relationship that you have not learned the lesson to yet. And that's why there's so much strife and confusion around this separation here. And so you need to take it to your dead and say, you ordained this, you let this through the gates. What am I missing? I'm trying to open up my heart here. I want to let love in. I want to feel loved and supported and trusted and like I'm being gifted by the universe. But this connection that you're currently in is stifling. What's your advice here? Oh, thank you. Look, trust said you have to open up your heart and start trusting again, right? Your heart is all the way over here. You lost faith in this thing. Transformation, I said that. Transformation and friendship. Number 17, number 19, and number 16. So what's that? 7, 8, and 10. Yeah, Scorpio, you're at the end of a karmic cycle, and that's beautiful, and I love that for you. And that doesn't mean it's easy or that the lessons are going to be easy to absorb or to accept, but they have been well learned and well earned. But your heart chakra is definitely blocked here. So Scorpio, for you, what I'm recommending are a few things. Number one, you need to buy yourself some black candles. Invest in some black candles. You can go to a botanica and get an uncrossing candle. You can get a San Alejo candle, St. Alex candle. You can get a bomba candle. It's it's called bomb, but like to completely eradicate everything. I will also recommend for you, Scorpio, that you again set up and cleanse, replenish your ancestor space, all white. And then if you have relationships with other dead, right, spirits who guard the dead, because this message is coming very loud from the crypts from me. And Scorpio, I know that that's something that doesn't necessarily scare you. Others will be like, oh, the dead cemeteries. Scorpio is like, yeah, that's my shit. So this message is coming from the crypt. So if you have Gede that you honor, right, Loi Criminal and Baron Semedi, all the things, Oya and Santa Muerte and Santa Marta, El Barrón del Cementario, all of these energies are energies that are speaking from the grave and saying, Scorpio, there is a deeper lesson here. There's a deeper reason why this person was brought into your life. I know this is hard to let go and you feel guilty because we brought it to you, but we are coming to the end of this. I want you to do this correctly. You have to ask, what else am I not learning here? Why is this so difficult to let go? I'm grateful for who they were. I don't want to feel guilty about letting go. What am I missing here? Trust in spirit, trust in what they say, trust in the transformation that is necessary. And I believe that will lead you to opening your heart chakra, opening this space and finding true friendship, true love, and a true relationship with spirit. I feel like this friendship card also is talking about your friendship with your energies, right, that surround you, and that needs to be strengthened and fortified. Again, this angel energy around all this uncertainty. It's like spirit wants to come through and gift you with the answers, but you have to break the chains of not trusting yourself, break the chains of being connected to this person, break the chains of this karmic cycle, etc., etc. What I'm also going to offer to you, Scorpio, a bath of rue and black pepper, mixed with a little bit of Florida water. You may find that to be supportive in releasing whatever needs to be released during this new moon for you. You can do that on Saturday. And then there's one more thing coming to me. Oh, for your heart chakra, wear more green. Wear more green. Choose your green. And it could be as simple as a piece of gold jewelry with green accents on it, jade at the heart center. But focus on wearing green. eating more greens, drinking green juices. You need to create a space for your anahata to thrive. So I hope that was helpful for someone, Scorpio. If it was, please do like, share, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what your karmic situation is looking like at this time. What are you having a hard time releasing yourself from because it was once all that you wanted? And if you get to the end of the video, please do put a butterfly in the comment chat situation. I love you. Happy new moon, y'all. Peace.